hearth is lit and it's time to forward you yet another stream, and today we continue with our oxygen not included playthrough. But today is going to be a little iffy on where we're going with progress on that, because yesterday was a big update for them. They call it the quality of life update, actually. I would switch over to the other flip-flop, but you're not going to be able to read it. So I'm not really, I looked through the changelogs a little bit. It looked like it mainly affects the space region and maybe a couple updates for the duplicates themselves. So we'll see if it actually ends up breaking our lamentable dump. If it does, then today we'll start a brand new world. If not, we'll continue our world, of course. And next week we're going to actually start mixing in some other games, because we've done Oxygen Not Included for 3 weeks in a row now. It's getting a little... I want to mix a little variety in there. I still love playing this game, so it doesn't mean it's going to go away completely. We're going to mix it in throughout the week. We might make this day every week the Oxygen Not Included day, but we'll get more on that later. Anyway, let us continue, and the next update, because the last one updated yesterday, like I just said, it's not going to be for another 2 months at least. So, how broken is our world? Because we haven't gotten anywhere to rocketry yet, so it doesn't really matter. We could just be very, very lucky. Also, I might have to jump right at the end of this stream to go meet my girlfriend outside. We have to go pick up something before our store closes, and I have my phone in a very weird setup, so it's shoved right in my face, basically, for when she texts. But, so, hopefully it's not too abrupt, but... Oh, everything's going great. Max gas pressure. I mean... everything's going swimmingly so far. I've noticed there's some good carbon dioxide buildup, unfortunately, but... Alright. So a couple streams ago, we actually ended up maxing out our blocks. For some reason, some duplicates have lost their beds. Lost their beds? Judd lost his bed? Maybe? I mean, this is Travaldo and this is Lindsay, so Judd lost his bed somewhere. I don't know what's up with that. And then Lyra lost her bed too. That's really interesting that it just unassigns the beds like that, but what's going on here? Invalid port overlay. What is this? Runs one wire section. Okay. Is that invalid because I have this turned off or something? Yeah, I know none of these have power. I don't know why you tell me that. There's new errors everywhere. Yeah, I know that pump's low. And for some reason our water is actually getting lower and lower too. We did turn this off. So where is our water going right now? Unfortunately a lot of it's about to go down here. It might be for between this and food. So we're gonna have to ramp up, we have to ramp up a couple things soon. I actually don't know why they deconstructed that. Now I see this. They shouldn't have ever deconstructed those pipes. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of damage control here. Those should have never been deconstructed in that way, I believe. They should have connected like... Oh, that's new. There's a counter now next to that. Things have changed a little bit indeed. Oh wow, the overlays now shoot all the way up. Wow, and they've gotten a lot brighter textures. So they shoot all the way up to what you can build now, it looks like. Yeah, because power used to only be a couple rows, now it's everything. That's cool. So plumbing, ventilation really doesn't go too high. Refinement and whatnot. Wow, furniture. Crown molding. Corner molding. Pedestal. What is all of this? Was that added to the research tree? It was. It was added in artistic expression. Used to decorate the ceiling corners of a room. Used to decorate the ceilings of the room. Okay. Hanging pot. Wow, yeah, look at this. Huh. That's really interesting, actually. You know, one thing that's actually had to go away for a very long time would be this. So there's pedestals and stuff now, huh? Pedestal displays a single object, doubling its decor value. Objects with negative decor value will gain the same positive decor when displayed. Interesting. So there's items with better decor. And crown molding. That just kind of hangs at the bottom of something, huh? This could be easy for making grand halls, that means. That might be what they came up with this idea for. So that means if we had something like a grand hall, we would, I'm letting them go. I already know that they have this whole water project here to sort out. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just kind of playing around with some of these new things. So this crown molding, talk to me a little bit. So the corners do what it says on the tin. It'll mold the corners. The crown molding will go in between. A wall pot and a hanging pot. Tribute to morale. It's so interesting. Things have changed like that. Is this a pour sculpture? It is. There's no power. No, there's no food queued up. Oh wow, good thing I caught that. Oh, and you can... Okay, so they've changed the overlay too for making food. You can set these to current order is lice loaf, next order is lice loaf. Okay, so now if they can't make lice loaf, they'll make mush bars. Interesting. So they'll cycle between these. That's interesting. That does help a little bit with some of the whatchamacallits. God, I'm blanking on the word right now. Some of the issues like where you would bog up with one food and you couldn't do another one. You can make a queue, but it looks like it'll cycle them. So how ugly is this crown molding though? And do I want to put like another... Because if this can help us increase our decor by... I think the grand hall needs 20 items. It's not necessarily 20, it's not 20, wow, I'm at a loss for words today. That is not great for streaming. 20 items, not 20 decor. That might have been a bug, who knows. This is absolutely disgusting. That's gotta go away. Some of these are mediocre. We'll need somebody to get better at her job soon. Digging away good. Since we don't have a lot of time, we should kick things a little higher. And we do have the carbon skimmers working. We do have this getting constructed, but I don't think anybody can really reach down here for the time being. There's a small air pocket here, thanks to this algae terrarium. So that's fine for the time being, then. And there's some water, there's just not a heck of a lot. When it comes to power on this, can we actually queue up another one of these? I think we can. If we have enough slime, I will permit it. Oh. That's wrong. We'll priority 6 this one. Oh, that's an 8. Jeez, what the heck happened there? My finger slipped on the 8, but I was nowhere near the 8. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, I must have just slipped on the 8. Huh. Weird. Polluted oxygen for some reason in this area too. Lindsay's in a weird spot. She shouldn't actually... Oh, she is one that's supposed to be sleeping. This cycle's sleeping. Still a lot of things to consider right now. Consuming slime lung. Okay, so we need to look around some of these areas. It's because of this water with food poisoning, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of slime lung down here too, but we've cleared out a large portion of where it is. So we can actually deconstruct that one. Get some resources back. And Little Miss Gif should work on these if she can, because I'm very curious as to how those work. Now, these rooms could qualify as a grand hall by themselves, from what I remember. Unless they change rooms around, too. So, Great Hall needs 20 plus decor, even though... Oh, this is a Great Hall! Oh, these are both Great Halls now? Oh no, that's just a mess hall. This is because it has a decor item in here. So... Wow, that's really interesting. They give you a grid, so you don't have to count things out. That makes things a lot easier, actually, for a ruler. Just built in, just a little difference on that. I mean, I think this means that if I... So these are just flat out decor items and they don't need anything in there. They don't need artists necessarily. So does that make it redundant? It might. But we'll have them build it anyway. I mean, that said, they can probably be put down to a 5 then. Building has overlapping ports. Now, that's what I don't understand what it means. That's something that they changed. Invalid port overlap. So I'm guessing now you can't put a bridge directly on something like that. So I might have to deconstruct that and try again. It's not too big of a deal if so, though. We can just move it over one. And there's some issue somewhere. Okay. Water is... Okay, this is all getting here. People still need to dig this stuff out. I will raise the priority on this project. Because it is important. And I don't think there's anything left missing from that. We got power and everything, and I've got that off for the time being. Once this is all set, we'll have to, I know I can dig out at least this much. I might be able to dig one more, but I don't know. And I might be able to dig this, but I don't want to try that either. I know you guys can reach that, so I don't even want to hear it. It's hot over here, I guess. That shouldn't collapse on them, but it might. I gotta watch that. That's one thing too, I gotta make sure all this nastiness is mopped up before anything happens. I mean, these are a 6 too, just to get this all done. Getting risky with how much I'm taking out here. That's all hooked up, so that's good to go. That still should be a priority 6 as well to mop that up. If it's clean, I don't care. I just need to get rid of all the nastiness. And we can actually finally start breaking these walls, I think. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it without completely flooding the place. Alright. Well, one thing is I'm going to have to make sure that they all go out, not in. Making sure I didn't put it the wrong way either. Must be the wrong way. Yeah, so now they can't go down here. Because I don't want them continuously disinfecting this stuff either. It's just going to be counterproductive to do. Alright, they're all out of here. Can probably have somebody dig that out. And that should all flow down. Hopefully they can get through here on that. This water will all flow down and we can kick this switch on. Good. Yeah, there's contaminated liquid down here. Overheat damage. Oh god, the pump actually overheats first? Interesting problem, actually. I don't think I would have seen that one coming. Overheat damage, that's a new one. So that's gonna break no matter what then, isn't it? So here's my question. How are you supposed to pump that liquid then if you can't cool it down beforehand? Is there like a special kind of like high temperature liquid pump now? I don't ever remember that being a thing. Let's see. Liquid reservoir. No. So that's kind of weird. If you can never pipe this stuff, how are you supposed to, yeah, if you can never pipe this stuff, how are you supposed to stop the heat from being an issue? Damage overheating. So is there a property for when it overheats then? Because that's going to break no matter what. So we actually have when this thing melts too. Which is funny. So it'll need to get, so we'll need to have something in here to help cool this water down. And something would tell me if we can place these Wessel warts in here, that would be helpful. Just, we need to figure out our plan of attack on where to enter it from. I don't even know how long they can stay in this biome too without freezing to death. That's another thing. Well, here's one thing too. Is we are at this point too where if we actually plopped it a little into this area, it would probably start cooling down. So yeah, there's overheat damage. We might have to go around the other way. Try and dig some of this stuff out. I mean, I don't want the duplicants going in there and getting hurt from the hot water at the same time. We'll have to think about that one, I think. Food is going okay. I kind of want to queue up a couple mush bars. And they need water. We're running low on water again. We can queue this on to start siphoning some of this stuff out because we're actually producing a lot of contaminated water. This is fixed. So we can get our wire bridge. I think it must have to be on the side now. It probably can't go directly where that is. Strange, but okay. Noted. And this will all happen there, and this will all happen here. Oxygen's going okay. Materials. Organics. Algae's actually running pretty low. It's a minor issue, isn't it? We had all that algae and it's actually running out again. It might be from the mush bars, to be honest. Oh wait, but these take dirt and water. They don't even take algae. Which is weird. These both take a lot of water. Okay, but for the organic side, 0 kilograms allocated to pending errands. but we're gonna need to get more, because it's not a heck of a lot. Where's an easy algae spot? I mean, we get algae from slime. I know that. No slime's been delivered there. That is not what I needed. And May fell asleep down in the weirdest spot. Yvonne, how are you doing? Happy Thursday to you. How is your Thursday going as we try to figure out that things overheat, and I don't know when that happened. We have this great source of water, it's just too dang hot. And weirdly enough, we're near a cold biome, so it'd be great if we could just kind of dip it in there and let the surrounding area kind of deal with it, but I've already flooded the area. So most people would decide, at this point, that this is a priority 7, and we should flip this on, get all the water out of there, and then maybe we can get this to a point where all the water's out and we can deal with it properly. It's going good. I had a great day off. That's great to hear. Do anything fun on your day off? Did my Giffy die yet? No, she is still alive. We only had that one casualty when you were here before. But this is a brand new... Well, this isn't a brand new world, but this is a brand new stream. We were able to salvage the world. I thought we weren't going to be able to once the, once the update came out. I thought it was going to break everything, but it seems like everything's good. There are some minor changes, like, this is one you might appreciate. I think with the deconstruct now, they actually give you a number, so you have a built-in ruler. There's no more counting tiles, which is nice. Food has changed a bit, how they queue it up and whatnot. I haven't really looked in the storages. Overlays have changed considerably, like, those have gotten a lot taller, so everything's just in one go. New decoration blocks. Trying to figure what else. Copy. Copy? Wait. Oh, and you can copy the settings of something now completely and build it in another place, it looks like. So if you see the item there, you can just copy it and build another one right there. You can't really see it because it's under the overlay right here, but right next to the automation overlay, when you select an item, you get to copy it. And you can place it wherever you want, it seems. Like that. All the settings, too, I'm sure. I would be counting and lose count and have to start over like 10 times. Yeah, I know. That's probably one big crux a lot of people have with this game, I'm sure. Food's continuously going well. Our quest for water is eh. There's no power? Why is there no power? Oh, because I never actually turned on this part of it. That's one little logical fallacy I think I could fix, too. I can have these run off the same switch. That's not an issue, I think. I don't think I can... Oh, one bad change I noticed is you can't actually seem to overlap the wireways on your output anymore. So what I might do... I gotta think about how I'm gonna get over to this section. I could just push it this way, throw a wire here, and throw this wire over here. Then I'll disconnect, the switch and everything should run off one thing. So there's no sense really in having that pump run separately. Alright, so that'll be fixed. There's not enough slime, I guess, to turn into algae, which we're starting to run kind of low on. So I need to figure out where I'm going to get some more. Slime everywhere. There's little pools of algae everywhere too. So we'll try dig out some of this algae. I mean, yeah, it's gonna expose some contaminated oxygen, but it's gonna have to happen, unfortunately. So this pump's going. It's gonna keep getting damaged, I think, unless this water is finally cooled down. And we finally got some more water piping back into our system, that means. So we're not running out of that. Good. Finally, we don't have to worry about the limited amount of water we've had. You'll be back? Okay, we'll be here. We will be here. It's... well, I felt like it slowed everything down. I guess not. Wow, they really dug that out quick. There's some contaminated water I can almost even just take care of. I kind of want them to repair this. But I know if they go in here, they're going to burn themselves everywhere. There's a bunch of clay and stuff here, so maybe I'll allow access both ways. And somebody can go repair that. We can probably dig into this coal biome once this builds up again. I don't want to queue that up for a little bit, though. Probably one thing I could do to make this pump a little more accessible, too, is make a service passageway. So it's not just all the stuff here. I can probably make it in such a way that they can reach it through a grate and service it. But I'm not sure how effective that would be in holding back water at that point. Alright, so that's going good. We've got a little bit more algae back, but we need to find either lots more or move on from using algae for oxygen. Big pocket here, but a lot of hydrogen and carbon dioxide. We're gonna do it this way then. This is a pain to go through it this way. It's a lot to take in, unfortunately. Just for that little amount. Actually, I don't think that's worth it. Keep them going in the meantime. Okay, there's a little bit up here, too, that we can dig our way into. Here, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna... actually, still don't need to pause on that. We're gonna queue up how much we can dig out before we do anything. That much is good. That much is good. And that doesn't interfere with any of the gases. So at that point... a little bit higher even on their heads, just to give them a little more room. Starvation. Who's starving? Well, go get some food then, will you, Stinky? 3, and we can probably just run a ladder up here. And they can get into here, and then they can... if I give them a step up somewhere, they can probably get in there better. Like, if I cancel this, they can hit that a lot better. And this is a pretty big priority as far as I'm concerned. Last thing we want to do is run out of that again. Coal, that means. We still have tons of coal. It's just we're eating through too much algae, so I need to find my spare terrariums everywhere and get rid of them. That's one I'm going to get rid of. We don't need one there. And you have almost served your purpose entirely. You've given them a little pocket of oxygen, but I need to keep you there for a bit. You can go away. But I don't think that's... okay, that's about it then. So this doesn't give that much water now I think about it. I mean, the next thing to do would be to start doing like a waste line for plumbing. And I could probably hijack this line over here, because it doesn't really get that much waste. Wow, this thing just needs to get built at this point, and it'll be good. And we could start going this way. Well, I mean, this is another spot we can get some algae, too. Just a little. Take this layer off. That's good. Take this pocket out. That's good. That's good. Alright, bare minimum. Starting to target resources. There's another pocket down here, but it's a little hard to get to. So weirdly enough, you guys are deciding to get all this algae instead. I think you can dig that one out and you'll be fine to traverse all that area. I don't know why the dig is more important, actually. Can we finish up this whole thing too while we're at it? Because that's almost done. I just need you guys to do it. I mean, this needs like next to no water too. Like 1,000 grams a second is like more than enough. Alright, yeah, that's going great actually. We'll have plenty of water there soon. And this whole thing hasn't been queued up either. Just for the wires, please. Put you back to a 5, because you're actually not doing anything for us anymore. And we are actually going at a pace of 2, speed 2. We can go speed 3. Yeah, they're gathering algae where they need it. Alright, and that should be good to go, shouldn't it? Yeah, I see it going. Alright, here we go. Doesn't need a heck of a lot, but okay, there we go. It'll queue up eventually. And it has tons of carbon dioxide to burn through as well. So we can get rid of you finally. And we'll have to figure out a better way to do oxygen generation too. Because we still haven't really done anything with that, unfortunately. I mean, that does need to get repaired, so if somebody could... Oh wow, they changed this around here too. They put your main priorities and stuff here. Wow, it sucks that it's actually a little covered by our overlay, but there's no repair, which is weird. I mean, we can auto this now too. We don't need that open always. And polluted oxygen now officially has its own color again. That used to be the case a long time ago. It used to be like greenish yellow in this overlay. But now it's considered breathable, but you're gonna get sick. Alright, and this is gonna take a lot of that carbon dioxide out. That's great that's actually working so well. Wow, just look at this. This whole pit used to be absolutely filled to the rim with carbon dioxide, like almost about here because of this little terrarium. Now it's just completely empty. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then we're getting tons of water over here. We're still emptying out over here in the meantime. It might even be worthwhile to have like a hydro switch open a door after it's like cooled down to a point. But yeah, like I said, we'll try and dip into this biome here, see if we can get this stuff to freeze a little bit. Actually, it's at that freezing point too. So it might turn into something, I don't know. I haven't really figured out if there's, okay, there's a liquid point, there is a disease, 0 surface germs, heating capacity, thermal capacity. There is a freezing point, so that's actually something I'm going to have to watch out for. Because this stuff is so cold in this area, it can actually freeze. And maybe the whole system gets frozen at that point, I don't know. That's an interesting dilemma, actually. I feel like if I unearth this corner, even if it just like freezes the ice, it won't be a problem. Alright, but we're getting to this point now where it's actually low enough we can deal with this. And we'll just have to make sure that it goes down this way rather than this way. This liquid's still really hot, so I hope they've got the smarts to not actually go in that right now. Yeah, it does take a little bit of doing. Now, the temperature still is dipping in that corner a little bit. So with any luck, that little corner will actually freeze this for us, and we can just make the hole over here rather than there. Manual airlock. Okay, blocks liquid gas flow, maintaining pressure between areas, set duplicate permissions for area restrictions, functions as normal airlock when no power is made available. So I haven't ever played with these. I know you can use automation technology with them, which is one thing I'm thinking about on this. So we can ask for more water within our system if needed. But, I mean... Oh, looks like we, did we actually run out of carbon dioxide? Wow, look at that. It's just polluted like a very thin layer of polluted oxygen in here. The only thing that might suck is now we're going to need some more oxygen generation, and we're going to need to start thinking about where we want to do that. Where's the best place to do oxygen generation? Well, oxygen generation needs water if you want to electrolyze it. Your other options are... Oh my god. Where are my notifications? Where are my notifications? Oh! There it is. Why is it muted now? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Hello, Static Live in this raiding party. I have no idea what was going on with my notifications, but how are all of you doing? Oh my god, we're getting a lot of static interference today too. Oh my god. That's why it's messed up. You guys did it. You guys did it. In all seriousness, I'm gonna have to check out what was up with that later on, but how are all of you doing? Look at all that static positivity going on in there. You guys are messing up my overlays and everything. I hope you're all having a beautiful Thursday. And Static, how did your Astroneer playthrough go? Yeah, it's weird actually. Like, I think it... Oh! There it goes. Huh. Really strange actually. Okay. Yeah, wow, you guys delayed everything. Look at that. Okay, cool. So how did your Astroneer playthrough go, sir? Or if somebody in your raiding party could tell me if you already left the building for food or sleep or whatever you're doing. And I see you positive left. You're the one causing the most interference too, and someone is scalding. Guess where? Stop going down there then. You and Noodles for Pasta too are actually really, really interfering with it. You're the multiple posters here. Yeah, actually this cold biome's not doing that much. It was great. How's your stream going? It is going good. I think we're only what? About halfway through, 45 minutes in. It's going good so far. This is the new update of Oxygen Not Included, so some things have changed. A couple overlays, bits and bobs, but didn't break our world, and that's what I thought was going to happen, so ready to keep going. Yeah, that is so weird that Tiguan just followed. Thank you. Welcome to the Forge. What is going on with my notifications? All the sounds are late for me. Huh. That's really weird. Yeah, I will have to look into that. Well, I'm glad I looked over at that time. Yep, there's the clang. Huh. Dang it, Player Me, what are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the follow, and thank you so much for the raid, and thank you to everybody for being here. And I am just trying to figure out where the heck I'm going to get more. Probably... No, I got a ton of algae, actually. 5 tons to be exact. Doing good. Look at all that static oxygen. Thank you guys for the oxygen, actually, because it is not included. That does help. I almost wish I could there was something in this game where you could set that up. If you put a certain emote, it would give you oxygen. Kind of like, what was it, Dead Cells, where you can help or hurt people? That would be pretty cool, actually. There's an idea for the next update, but it's going to be another 8 months. 8 weeks, excuse me. It's just me, or am I getting some frame rate issues? Come on. No, it's just me. Huh, weird. Static Live gifting a sub! Oh my god, you're our first sub too! Look at that! Okay. And it would be great if when we finally got our first sub, our notification worked, but Player Me is having a fit because of all the static interference, and yes, you enjoy your Raikou laugh, please and thank you. And another Static Live subscribed as well. Thank both of you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Our first 2 subscribers today's stream, and Player Me is not having it. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy that new emote, both of you. We all know we could use a little bit of laughter every now and then too, so of course that's got to be the first one line up. Make sure everyone gets their laughs in, and I'm realizing our food is dropping very low. Because we're out of meal ice. There's number 1. And there's number 2. Yeah, they're way off. There we go, there we go. They're starting to sync up. You guys are awesome, I swear to God. I'm feeling shocked by all this static, I swear to God. Is it just me, or is the frame rate very low? Is it low? I've been wondering that, actually, because I felt like I saw it on my end. Could you try pausing it and starting again? Because I feel like I'm having an issue, too. Let me try doing something really quick, then, in the meantime. It's jumping here and there for me. Alright, let me try something then. Do a little quick bitrate changing. Alright, that's gonna drop for a second. Alright, and that should be about there. I hope that's a little better. You guys might need to refresh. Yeah, let me know how that looks, guys. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. Much appreciated on that. I need to start watching my VODs back again, actually. I didn't know that that was happening. Alright, so we are getting some meal ice. We're just eating way too much, I think. Yeah, it is jumping a little bit still, isn't it? Alright, and all this is going still. And I'm surprised nobody is actually... Nobody's repairing that, which is weird. I guess it's gonna break all the way before it happens. Is that any better, guys? So yeah, it doesn't look like this is actually becoming part of the cold biome anymore. Which is very, very strange. We might have to dig down a little bit further than that, even. But I gotta let all this water empty out before I do that. That is so strange. Might even drop the bitrate even further. Jesus Christ, I thought we were at our perfect. Oh, whoa, too much water. Well, I mean, that's one thing too, we're at our limit with water. Yes, feels smoother now. Does it look like it could use a little bit more improvement? Be honest with me here. I'm not gonna take it hard, it's very much helpful. And 100 bits to charity, Static Live. You're already making use of that hashtag charity like we went over. Oh. God, I really... Player Me. I love you, but please, come on. It might have to do with... Oh, I'm gonna try this. Encoding overload. Might be turning down video settings around here. Let's try,
Hashtag charity.
Hold on, let's refresh the current page and see how that works. And Jumboss11, thank you for subbing? Wait, for subbing we got another subscriber? Oh my god, I can't keep up with all these notifications. I thought you were following. God, 3 subs, our first 3 subs, all in one go. Thank you all so much. And thank you for helping me troubleshoot this too. Maybe fix that? My video is still having an issue, I guess. Turn down video settings for faster preset. Okay, I can clearly see that happening there. And another 100 bits to charity. Oh my god, thank you guys. First 3 ever. Yes, first 3 ever, Static. And I am so sorry. I feel like this is actually related to the video encoding issue. Let's try even further. Hashtag troubleshooting. Alright, so I said this like 5 times now. Thank you to you 3 guys for subbing, for Jumboss, for Static Live subbing, for gifting Tiguan2 for the sub as well. I'm zooming in all the way to this ugly one-eyed fish. And thank you for the 100 bits, and both of you doing charity, and I can't seem to scroll. Let me just fix this. Jesus. There we go. It is so cool. Thank you so much, guys. Alright. Now, that little jerky-herky there, that's actually the game. What is going on? Can you try normal speed to the game? I can. You think that's what's lagging it out? Hashtag troubleshooting with Raikou. It might be this, it might be this update, actually. It might be a little unstable. Because I don't think we've had problems like this before. I'm just gonna have to wing it. We'll keep changing it as required, and that looks like that is pretty much all done there. So we'll let that clear out the pipes, and that could go good. I wonder how long we've had this issue now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so recap. Trying to get this system perfect for getting this water in here. We've already filled our water up, so we have a little bit of time before that's an issue. But it looks like digging into this absolute actually doesn't tap into the cold biome as much as I had hoped it would. It might just be better to... Hold on, there might be a temp shift plate I can use. I've never utilized these, so I want to make sure I know exactly what they're doing when I find it. If I can find it. Oh my god, where are you? Temp shift plate. Accelerates heat buffer dispersal depending on the construction material used. Has small area of effect. So this plate can... That is synced up now. There we go. Okay, so those problems were related. Thank you, Jumboss, for gifting a tier 1 sub to positive left. We're now up to 4. You guys are nuts. I went from 0 subs ever to 4, and I never would have seen that day coming. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to try putting some temp shift plates down. We'll play with it like this. Maybe it'll help shift it into this cold absolute here, and we can make use of the fact that this is going to be forever chilled as well. Good raid. Good raid. Best said. CVSRT. Gifted by Jumboss11 with the tier 1 sub. My god, you guys are going to have me in tears in like 5 seconds, I swear to god. Oh my god. You guys are the most insane raid party I've ever seen. Like it just keeps going. Noodles for Boss just subscribed. Jumboss gifting another sub. Oh my god. Given 3 subs already too. Oh my god, you guys are actually gonna have me crying here. Oh my god. Good crying, but Jesus Christ. Static positivity is real, guys. Yes, wings on the laughter. Okay, well, in honor of that, I feel like we actually need to make some progress here because I've just been trying to deal with this little issue here. We'll see if we can get these guys to actually do some building. Oh my god, I actually am tearing. Okay, but thank you guys for helping at that too, because fixing the bitrate actually helped fix our notification issue from what I can hear anyway too. Megan Danger just subscribed. Jumboss with another gifted sub. Okay, I know you guys had this gifting sub thing going back and forth in the other stream, but my god, do you bring this hype to every single one? Oh my god, I don't even know how many we're up to now. Is it 7 now? Oh my god. You guys are just like emote collectors, aren't you? Dude, yes. Okay. So, we have tons of water. And we are actually completely out of contaminated water as well. So that system's gone well. We're running low on food because we don't have any meal lice. So we're going to queue up some mush bars for a while just to make sure we're getting some food. I guess we're actually going to need to... Okay, that's the next thing then. We're going to need to start switching these over soon to plumbed farming tiles so we can actually start automating this process and hopefully grow food faster, because now we're actually at this point now. I think something must have happened in the updates where they're taking a lot more calories and they're burning through food a lot quicker. Emote hoarders we are. Well, you can add that one to your collection then, my god. How about this? Because you guys are emote hoarders, I want to see you drop every sub-emote you've ever got in chat. Please and thank you. And oh my god, here it comes again. Pool Shark FOG getting gifted by Jumboss11. Okay, I gotta go take care of... Okay, thank you for coming here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing as well, Take One. I hope you have a great day. My god, you guys are nuts. Okay, so yeah, they must be taking a lot more calories. Something's up, like the cap on the calories is going up, or they're just eating tons more. If this is considered a great haul too, this would be good. See, wow, that is a lot of subs you've got. Is that just like a tier 1 sub from... Oh no, I know there's at least a tier 2 in there, because you got 2 ecstatics emotes. Wow. Oh my god, you guys have so many sub emotes. God, how many do I have? I only have, well, aside from the one I have for me, I've got... I think that many? And then I've got the Cuppy. And I guess we'll preview the other 2 while we're at it too. Joining in on this. Wow, that is so many emotes. I'm glad I don't have Nightbot on for the emotes. That would be no fair to you guys. So yeah, Lice Loaf, not gonna happen for a while. I thought we were gonna have a lot more food than that too. Just the wall of emotes is insane. You guys are insane. I love you guys all. Oh my god. So this is all going on well. I don't really understand. Okay, this is just for heat dispersal. If I can get this to kind of flow this way, it should disperse. Hopefully, if I can get the right overlay up. Yeah, it's F3. It should disperse into here if I'm reading these correctly. And that's been fixed. And I'm not going to deal with this anytime soon. I might just have that leak out of one spot to help control the flow a bit more too. Wow, I best go back and screenshot that later. That's an amazing wall of emotes. That is impressive. Wow, Tiguan actually has a ton! I've got a Direct Relief Charity 2018. What is that badge? I don't recognize that one. We're learning all kinds of things today. Look at the... Wow, that is so much water. That is so much water. Alright. I was complaining about oxygen. We need to go do it. Next time, I'm gonna have to call for the wall of emotes to protect from storm. Oh, from Storm and Astroneer? Yeah. That thing's almighty, I swear to God. That is an almighty emote wall, I swear. Alright, since I have so much water, I'm actually gonna start digging into a different kind of research while we're here. If we can get into smelting very quickly, it's going to drain all of our water, I'm sure. We're going to be able to produce refined metals at a much more efficient rate, because right now we do it from these guys and you don't get a heck of a lot from it. Wow, crafting has changed considerably actually. Wow, you can queue up so much more now. This update's awesome. And we'll have Lyslov go forever too, because that way they're gonna queue up each other, and we'll make sure that there's food going somewhere, which is becoming an issue. Oh, excuse me. So that's good. How's our coal going? Because I don't see a lot of our furnaces going. It's going okay. You know, Ironically enough, this giant area here would probably be perfect for our oxygen processing unit. I mean, it's way away from everything, which is the first unfortunate thing. But it's a great size clearing, and we can dig our way to it eventually. And we'll leave plenty of room for expansion here. We just have a lot of nastiness we don't want to get through. Like this polluted oxygen, we got a lot of hydrogen and whatnot for power. Yeah, our food is still dropping. What is going on? Why are you guys using so much food? Okay, everyone, I need to take a nap. Raikou, have a wonderful stream. Adios, everyone. And thank you for all the gifted subs, Jumboss. Have a beautiful nap. A well-deserved rest after a very long day, hopefully. And I will see you guys next time. Well, see you guys. See Jumboss next time. I'm used to saying you guys because that's usually how I roll things off. Okay. I need to figure out why they're eating so much food, for one. They should be eating mush bars. They can eat mush bars. They don't have any nutrient bars or muck root they want to consume anyway. Shouldn't consume that raw, and I'm not pickling anything. If I start doing mush bars, this actually makes more calories doing it this way. And we're making mush bars continuously. The pickled meal lice actually ends up using less. So if we start doing mush bars and using that as a crafting material, we'll actually get back more calories. So we'll start doing that. And on consumables, we're going to say, you guys can't eat mush bars anymore. And there's no power on this. And it doesn't really cost that much, but we're going to priority 7 that. Take that for a spin. There's no power anywhere? Please and thank you on the power. Which line is that? That's, this line, this generator. I'm gonna have to start putting priorities even higher now. Okay, I'm gonna lurk for a bit. You go ahead and do that, sir. That's fine. We have a special lurk command, too, if you want to give that a whirl. Ooh. Somebody's overheating. Yeah. I think Darken can get out that way, but clearly once they're done with that, I need you guys to come out for a while, because you guys are too hot down here. Or is it the other way? I think it's the other way. No, Darken's stuck. Okay. No, wrong way. Okay. Yep. Everyone's gonna get out, not in. Otherwise we're gonna have some overheated duplicants, unfortunately. We don't need anybody in here anymore. Good. Why don't you guys cool down for a bit then? So we have some pretty warm water here too, unfortunately. Am I still dropping frames? I am, aren't I? I wonder if it's the speed. Video overload. Considering turning down video settings or using faster encoding preset. I've never had that issue before. That's baffling. Let me see if I can do a little more troubleshooting, guys. I'm sorry about this. I don't know why this is happening. You know what I might be able to do, actually? This might help the encoding process if I switch things over a bit. No, it doesn't want to do that. Let me... I'll deal with that later, unfortunately. I think it might have to do with, like, once I run this game at a faster speed, it just doesn't want to. No, it's doing it again. Huh. Man, that's unfortunate, actually. I'll have to do a test stream, probably tomorrow. Try to get these settings right again. Okay, yeah, but food's going up. We're actually have somebody cooking the mush fry now, too, which is good. So we're no longer using the nastiness. We have tons of eggs sitting around, I know. Is there anything that requires an egg? Not as far as I know. Gives raw egg, but we can't cook the egg? Must be like further down the line, because I don't think I've seen anything that requires eggs. It's not like it unlocks either. Alright, so water's going, research is cruising, we're almost there. We'll start our idea for a room over this way. So we've got this whole thing we can queue up here. Somebody's starving, but I'm sure they'll take care of themselves, hopefully. If it's coming for oxygen, this will be fine here. And we'll have to queue up a good-sized room for processing it. Yeah, it's... Once I stopped... Right, when I go in this area, does it start overloading? No. Oh, you know what? I recognize that error now. It's because of the video. If I don't turn down the video, it'll start doing that in the game. I recognize that problem now. So we can have an area up here for our whatchamacallits here. Well, first off, we can queue up like all of this dig right here up to this portion where there's a little pocket of hydrogen. We can deal with those accordingly as well, because we're going to be able to process hydrogen. That would actually not be a bad thing to deal with while we're here. And we can start thinking of things like electrolyzers, for example. We'll probably put... Let's see, we'll make this room kind of interesting. I'm going to need pumps, and I'm going to make sure they're up in this area. It might even be beneficial to keep the electrolyzers there. Yeah, so the pumps will be up here. It'll take the hydrogen as they go up. Otherwise, we're going to have trapped hydrogen everywhere. Queue up a couple spaces, even if we don't put pumps there. So we'll have a gas pump there, just as a reference. And we can have a room about yay tall. Since we're already pumping water down here too, it's not a problem to split that off one more time, because this carbon skimmer is not going to use too much. And we'll pop... Okay, how much power does one of these use? They use 120. So we can do 3 of those, that's 360. And we can start working on where we want our valves to be. I could... the valve's gotta go the other way, for one, and it can't go there. I could have it come in this room like this, and flow out like that. So when that gets all settled, that's good. We'll run this down the wall like this, so when we want to hook that up, we'll be good to go. Power, I will put a switch right here. We can change to automation later. Food shortage. And I wanted to believe that was never going to be the case, too. I don't know why there's a food shortage. We just can't seem to produce fast enough. It's like production time took a lot longer. Where are the jobs? No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for priorities. So where's the cooking? Cook, right here. Some people can't cook. For the people that, like farmhand, that should be higher. Gotta think about this one. One quick way would be to probably just get rid of this egg masher, which isn't gonna do a heck of a lot for us anytime soon. And put another one of these micro mushers in here. It's gonna take a little bit more power, but I think it's justified right now. Oh, where are you? You'd be under food. It's already taken out too. Perfect, guys. Oh my god, there's a lot more stuff here. Fish feeder, releaser, critter. That's all under food. Maybe that's one thing we should get into too, is yeah, did priority 7 both those. So those will get built up. We'll start queuing up more food there. Make sure that's good to go. Still have a good amount of coal, but we are low on algae again. We're getting low again. It's the forever back and forth with this game. That's part of why we're going to take a break with it next week, too. I just gotta dig, I guess. I don't even know what you're up here for, but okay. You can't dig that out. So we need a giant algae pocket if we can find one. There's a little one right here. If we want to dig that out. And there is a little one right here too, if we want to take a little bit of this. Just to get something. And this is all going fine and dandy. How is the temp shift going, actually? It doesn't seem much cooler around here. I was hoping it would be. Maybe it's heating up the area, that might be it. You can be turned off, because we have plenty of water. And food is starting to go up. Priority on the power, nobody built it yet. And we'll make sure you're taking more mush bars, because it's just dirt and water right now. Because our food intake has increased, and I don't know why. Now, one lice loaf makes 18,000 calories, I guess, but it takes 2,000 of that. When it comes to lice loaf here, you can pickle it, but it doesn't give you any more. Barbecue needs meat. Fried mushrooms actually give a lot of calories. Did I ever pick up mushrooms? I think I did. I think I have some mushrooms. We can check that pretty quickly just by looking at one of these boxes. Just uproot this. And these unfortunately like carbon dioxide, so they're a little bit harder to deal with. I could throw them down low as a temporary farm. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll help our food shortage. So that's another thing we can do too. Instead of actually like getting rid of all the carbon dioxide, we could start pumping it in a place like for mushrooms, for example. Frost bun needs sleet wheat. Pepper bread is the best one in the game, but needs a lot of sleet wheat and some pincha pepper nut. And I think this should be a priority 7 as well. Double check priorities too while we're at it. That can be a 5 for the time being. That can be a 5, this can be a 5. That can be a 5. This can be a 5. And that research is done. We still have water to spare, and smelting is good. If there's something else we can get into... Automatically turns off liquid flow using automation technology. Insulated pipe. Wouldn't be bad. If we can do a little bit more research before we run low on water again. Acoustics, jukebox, that's different. Home luxuries. Alright, do I actually have the hydrogen generator researched either? I should. I do. Alright, so we're going to start going into improved plumbing then for the time being. But yeah, the food's starting to go up. We can start planning again, and I gotta do a quick time check. Alright, we're almost there. Yeah, it must have been the faster mode was making the jitters happen, which is, I guess, kind of expected because you need to process the video quicker in the game, as far as it's concerned. Since I've seen that error before with Terratech, And the problem usually is that the graphics are too high for it to process at that time. We've had to dial Teratech graphics back just to get that to go before. So they're working on that. I gotta make sure you guys actually don't build that one, just so in case you go down here. There's tons of coal down here too. Mesh tile used to build walls for significantly increases duplicate run speed. Huh. Okay, so that'd be good for hallways if we have tons of metal. I mean, this pole could work pretty good too, because this is a very... Huh. That's interesting. They could come down pretty quick if we do it like that. Start building those up while we're at it. So, yeah, so we'll have to make slow progress whenever we do this for a time being. So back with this, we have power going in. We go just like that, and then we can run it under the floor so it's not so unsightly. And that means we could have another switch, say, right here, for running the power up to the pumps. And when it comes to the pumps, we'll need to figure out how we're going to process the air. We really just want to get rid of the hydrogen and maybe make use of that hydrogen for power. So it wouldn't hurt to think about where we want to store some hydrogen then. Because we have this big open space here, it'd be kind of stupid to just store it right there. We have a considerable amount of mainly hydrogen in here, a little bit of chlorine. So this could be the best place to build it up. Just thinking out loud. Could have a very large hydrogen tank in this area here. And it wouldn't be too bad. Chlorine there kind of scares me. There's a little bit of fluid oxygen there, so we can think about going around like this. And the perfect thing is it would pipe perfectly into this area here. So it might be a little overkill, but because it's already here, we can make use of it. Maybe make it a little interesting looking, not just a perfect square. And a lot of these aren't placing because of existing tiles and whatnot, but that's okay. The chlorine there is the only issue, I think. And honestly, if I replace things quickly enough, it shouldn't be. So yeah, we'll have a giant box there. When it comes to piping out this stuff, actually I don't even need to do that. I can use canisters to do that for me. I can take these canisters and have it pump out the hydrogen, but I could have an intermediate tank as well, probably. Well, that's an interesting thing I didn't even think about, is that I could have this all filter and whatnot, and it could just go into canisters rather than build all this stuff up. So while that hydrogen's nice and all, we could trap it and whatnot and maybe utilize that later. It's not so big of a thing that we need to do it that way. We can actually now pipe things into canisters. And at that point we can figure out how we want to deal with the oxygen as well. Right now, I'm thinking we can just pipe it in somewhere. I know with this I'm going to need to put a gas filter as well. So the filter, probably instead of just doing this ugly thing in the center here, we'll put the filter in. This room is not centered really, so it's going to annoy me. That's okay. That's good. And then we can have this output go somewhere to a vent. But if we have it filtering out hydrogen, it can just go like that over there. It will need power, that means. So we will need power wire, thank you. We will need to hook up a little bit of power this way. This whole room's gonna take a lot of power when you look at it. OWASP with the auto host as well. So one thing I'd like to do too is utilize this hydrogen for power later on. Unfortunately, once you pump it into a canister, you can't go canister to pipeline. You have to put it back into the environment before it can do anything. Which is kind of gross. It's just kind of like if you don't have a place to put it now, it could work later. Because right now we're actually making it over here as a byproduct as well. We're not running the system, I believe, yet. Just for chlorine for decontaminating things. Okay. Comes organics. Algae is getting low again. Polluted dirt's still there. There's tons of that still. This game just gets so complicated in the weirdest ways. Refinement, yes, we have the metal refinery. Water is going okay. We're not researching anything right now. I believe we are. We're not using up nearly as much water as I thought we were going to. Rather than get that algae, I'd rather do this. We can leave this open for the time being. Finishing off the room tiles. We'll end up dealing with hydrogen anyway. They can't get up there for the time being as well. So this will make tons of oxygen. And then I have to figure out how I want to pump this out as well. That's the next thing. I'm thinking I could have this go to a main room down here, rather than just have it be empty. It might be deconstructing the tile once again, and this could be our, what do you call it room? The, what the hell is it? The gas valve room. So it takes it, okay, making sure that wasn't the girlfriend. So it takes it the output pipe. Unfortunately, it's got to go the other way. And we can send them to different rooms at that point, like 1, 2, 3. Dig down a little bit while we're at it. I don't know how much we're going to be able to pipe out either as well. Liquid, ventilation, alright. And we're going to need to gas bridge this over. Very tricky. Mind the arrow. Like that. This. That. And this. And these can go wherever they need to at that point. One can even go to a canister if I decided to. Like this. And I can hook it up like that, and I can just, whenever I don't want air going through that one, I can just make it 0 for the airflow. And the rest of these two can go here. And then we could start pumping that out and using a lot less algae, and not relying on that. But we will be relying a lot on the water it's producing, too. One other side thing I can think of is maybe we still make use of the algae to a degree, and make it pump a bit more. Now, I don't want things getting trapped in here either, so... Unfortunately, I'm going to undo some of Ferret's work. So that's good. Main access way, the best spot would probably be right here. Just for that ladder. And they can get in there, and that's a nice little niche little area. Probably not using that word anywhere near correctly, too. So we got two there, we got that good. So one can go off this way, and one can easily go off this way. And we can split those up as necessary. We can even split them up again further down, but we're already splitting it pretty considerably that way. And the only problem is I've decided to put this so low. When it comes to venting things out, it's going to be kind of hard because they're way up here. Well, I know I would want a couple vents to go like here and here. Probably wouldn't even need them in like every room too. I can see putting them in the barracks every 2 rooms in the center. There's another wool thing I gotta get rid of that's been sticking around. Oh, what's this? Oh, and that's actually the timer, so we'll have to worry about that later on. My girlfriend is here and we need to go ASAP. So, I will have to play with these video issues. I know I'm working on it. I gotta end here, honey. But that is all for today. Our world did not get destroyed, but next week we will be mixing things up and not just doing oxygen not included. I'm thinking, due to the Twitter poll we had, we might actually do, the only person that ever voted for anything else aside from oxygen not included voted for Dust in Elysian Tale. It's a favorite game of mine, actually. I played that through a couple times, so I'd be willing to play that through on a harder difficulty this time, just for your rage and enjoyment and whatnot. But anyway, that is all I have time for today. Thank you to... Wow, I actually need to update these overlays for a whole nother thing too. I don't have a spot for newest subs now. So we'll make sure to update those tomorrow, hopefully. We'll make sure we can get a little bit of this, these kinks that are in here worked out as well. Thank you to everybody who helped troubleshoot that. Thank you for the giant raid, for everyone who came in, all the new subs, all the new followers. Thank you so much, guys. But we're not going to let this raid go to waste. We are going to find someone else to send you on over to. Unfortunately, I am probably not going to be able to stick around in chat, but we can, because I got to run like immediately, but we're going to find someone to send you to. Oh, we have our options. We have our options. Oh god, another follow by Satan666. Thank you for the follow, sir. Or madam. Can't really tell, unfortunately, because it's just text, but thank you for the follow. Alright, we have so many options. I just gotta think of who we want to do. Let's go with... I already hosted this person today, but I think a raid will come in separate. We're gonna send you over to Cat Mao, who's doing some World of Warcraft. She's a nice little creative person as well, and we'll send you on over that way. Give her a big old oh god, I've never actually done a raid raid cheer like that. Alright, I got an idea. Give her a big old ha ha with the Ryko 4 ha for all you guys that have it, and for all you that don't, oh god, I can't even spell right now, just say we were sent from the Forge and we're storming you now. Something along those lines. So, we're sending you on over to Cat Mao, and I will see you guys on Monday with something a little bit different. Oh, come here, you. Yes, here we go. Here's the raid. Alright, that's all for today, and I will see you guys next time. See you later.